Welcome back to Get Out the House Go Fish. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to disassemble a Mirage 180 drive version 1 so you can either repair or replace a bent rod or repair and replace any cracked and damaged fins. I want to go ahead and tell you, I went to the local Hobie dealer to try to purchase some new fins. They gave me this version 2 fin. I didn't know at the time when I brought it home that it wasn't going to fit. Well, I found out really quick that I have version 1. And so I went online to see if there's a version 1. There is not. I went back to the Hobie dealer. They said you have to upgrade to version 2. In order to do that, you have to get the 180 spine assembly. That's about $305 plus whatever it runs for the new fins also to be compatible. So I don't suggest that. If you're having a issue with a bent rod and some split fins like these, then I'm going to show you real quick in this video how to repair it, or how I repaired it, and it's been working fine. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is remove the fin and able to remove that bent bar to repair it. So the tools that you'll need for that is a 3mm hex tool like this one, or if you have one laying around in a little kit, and then also a adjustable wrench. That's what I used. Alright, so the first thing you want to do now is pick up the drive, and you want to actually pull the cable, whichever gear it's in, pull the opposite cable so the fins turn halfway, and then you'll see the actual hex bolt that you need to access. Alright, now you can just use your hex tool, go in from the top, and then get your adjustable wrench, put it on the bolt below, and then start loosening that hex bolt until that bolt falls off. And then you keep unscrewing the bolt, and eventually it'll come off from the top side of the fin, and then you can just slide that fin right off. Alright, so if you're not on a workbench out in the garage, if you're sitting at the kitchen table, get a towel, even two. You don't want to piss anybody off getting any type of grease or anything on the table. So anyway, I threw this towel down underneath, get some WD-40, and I just use this lubricant from the Dollar Tree. Works just as good. I haven't had any problems with it, loosening any bolts with it. And this is especially if it's the first time you have removed this rod, it's really hard to break loose the first time you ever take it out. Once you spray it down, you want to get some vice grips, lock it in place so it doesn't turn on you as you're trying to break it loose. At the very toward the bottom, there's a little indention where you can put your adjustable wrench, and basically you just pop it loose and unscrew it and take it out. Alright, so as you can see, it's got a nice little bend to that rod, and what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to straighten it. Now, I've done this multiple times with my other Mirage drive, and eventually being under a lot of stress and bending back and forth, it eventually broke and I had to order another one. So I do suggest having some extra ones around, just maybe one for each Mirage drive that you have, in case you do break one and have to order one or go pick one up. You can bend these back, just to let you know. So what I do is I'll take it out to the garage. I have a vise, and I just pat it up really well, and then I basically work it nice and slow, and then bend it the best as I can back. It won't be perfectly straight, but it'll be good enough to get the job done. All right, now that we've straightened it up the best we could, we're going to go ahead and tighten it back in, and don't over tighten it, but just make sure it's really snug. So let's go ahead and look at that fin before we put it back on. And I've never seen one crack like this one. Tell me if y'all have experienced this before. I know in my earlier version on my 2014 Pro Angler, I don't have any cracks on it. But I was going to get some epoxy, but I found this at Walmart, this plastic bonder by JB Weld, and I was just decided, let's give this a try and see how well it bonds this together. And you want to make sure that you clean the surface area really well. I use just some alcohol, and then basically some Dawn dish soap with this toothbrush. Scrubbed it real well, let it dry out, and then I went ahead and mixed this plastic bonder, and then applied it to the fin and let it dry. All right, so once the plastic bond has dried, you want to go ahead and reinstall it back on the rod, and basically reattach that bolt, screw everything together, and it turned out fine. It works great. Katie's taken it out and has used it since it's been repaired. It's working out great for us, and just want to help y'all out, save you some money. And if this problem comes up in the future for you, I hope it helps somebody. All right, so if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe to the channel, and until next time.